To understand how much the Prowler meant to an older generation, you have to change the timeline. And by the way, yes, this is a giveaway car. Go to fanofthem.com/regularcars, buy some limited edition merch, and you're automatically entered to win this Plymouth Prowler. It's a bit of a tongue twister, isn't it? It is a bizarre car. It is not good. It is not good at being a car. And yet, I think you should own it, because there was never a car like this, and there never will be another car quite like this. To understand the history, what Dodge, I have a tendency to just call it Dodge these days, what Chrysler was trying to do was build a car, a modern interpretation of a 1950s hot rod. But that doesn't mean that they were building a 1950s car. They were building a 1930s car that was then modified in the 1950s. I'm the age now that boomers were in the 90s when this came out. And that can put this car's almost legendary status into context. Because imagine if a car company did the same thing today in 2026, it would be this. Imagine if a car company said, you know what? We're just gonna build another Fox Body, fuck it. Is it gonna have traction control? No. Is it gonna have anti-lock brakes? No. Is there really gonna be a semblance of a computer in here? No. Oh, it'll have fuel injection, and it'll have a 355 rear end. Oh, by the way, solid rear axle. Independent suspension? No. Imagine if a car company just made this today, and damn safety, damn logic, just makes something that's hilarious. Well, people would be paying $60,000. Imagine if they made a new Fox Body Mustang in 2026. Just this, but with modern components. And actually unshitbox these things. Something that no matter how much money you dump into a Fox Body, it's never gonna be good. Imagine if they just made it as it was. Just again, as shittily as it was. Just like, nope, here it is, exactly the same, brand new line. I was like, you think people my age would be buying it? Yes, they'd be buying it.
I'd fucking buy it.
Right. And here's someone who actually bought one of these things at the absolute valley. How much did you buy this for?
$4,000.
Oh my God, these things are $25,000 now, aren't they?
Not this one, but yes.
How long did you have you owned Fox Bodies before this?
Yes, this is my second one.
Yeah?
The first one I had was my second shitty college car.
Yeah?
It was a 93 four-cylinder hatch.
Yes, with twin spark?
Yes.
For those people who don't know, there were four-cylinder Mustangs, like the EcoBoost that we have now with the turbo. That wasn't the first. They made four-banger versions of these, but to try to get a complete burn out of them, it had 8 spark plugs in a four-cylinder car, just 2 of them.
And coil packs, no distributor.
Ooh, fancy! This has a distributor. This is a 5.0.
Yes.
Yeah. So what happened to your what happened to the four-cylinder?
It just, eventually died the death that something like that does when it's owned by a 20-year-old.
What was the nail in the coffin?
The transmission.
Was it an auto box?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Did they? No, they had a different transmission for the four-cylinders. It wasn't an
It was an overdrive.
It was an AOD? It was the same transmission from the V8?
That I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But it was definitely an overdrive.
Yeah.
And it had not lived a pleasant life before I got a hold of it.
No, they were just cheap cars.
Yeah, it was a cheap shit box car.
These were just throwaway vehicles.
That's why they're so expensive now.
I know. Gosh darn it. So you found this. How much searching did you have to do to find a Fox Body that you liked?
This was in 2012. I lived in St. Louis. I'd gotten the urge. Like I had a little wad of money in the savings. I want a fun car. I want a manual V8.
Yes.
Convertible if possible.
Right.
And off to Craigslist I went.
Yeah.
And I looked for about a month.
Craigslist. Yeah, this is pre-Facebook Marketplace.
Yes.
It really wasn't a thing yet.
Yeah, it was about a month where I finally found one, for a price I was willing to pay. The guy I bought it from was an older gentleman in a very nice neighborhood of St. Louis, who apparently bought it from a late teenager in his church who had gotten his girlfriend pregnant and suddenly needed money.
Uh-oh.
So off it went. And he took it off his hands.
What was the first thing, we were talking before, you had to undo a lot of the younger kids' maintenance. What did you have to undo?
Not really maintenance. Like the very first thing was actually putting an accelerator pedal on the accelerator.
Oh,
was
he driving around with
just the stalk? So I had to, this involved a torch and a wet towel and a clamp because the pin was still there. It was rusted in place.
Oh gosh, darn it.
That was the first thing. Then it was replacing the shitty removable faceplate Kenwood stereo.
Yeah.
With the proper radio.
The equalizer down there.
Yeah, I bought that because, actually no, I had to fix the window motor on that side because it died.
Yeah.
When I pulled off the trim, down in the very bottom was mixtape number 2.
Oh, buried down in there? And that was the label that was on it, mixtape number 2? I love it. Are these, I have never driven a convertible Fox Body. Are these little quarter windows back here electric? Oh, that's cool. What controls them?
The switch over here on the driver's side.
Oh, you have 4 switches over there. But the people in the back don't control the little windows. They have to ask you.
I mean, person in the back. You're not getting. I've had 4 people in this car before.
Yeah.
It was. It actually had power driver's seat.
Fancy. Well, it's an LX model.
It was a special edition.
What made it the limited edition?
It was one of what they call the feature cars in '92 and '93 Ford made summer cars. And it was just an appearance package. With this one, it was red with white top, white pony wheels, and the white black piped interior.
Nice. Are the roofs electric on these? Oh wow. Does your electric motor work?
It works.
I know, because I'm looking at it like that rain that we weren't supposed to have.
It'll be fine. It's the original top. It only, every time it moves, the tears get bigger.
Oh gosh darn it. Here, I want to show you something. People saw it in the videos. But the Prowler, for your $45,000 back then, no power roof. Nope. You grab it and you just pull it up. I got to be careful because I have a hernia. But I mean, that's it. I
mean, where were they going to put the rams or motors?
Exactly. You have a transmission in the way. But the reason this looks the way it does is because, first of all, Chrysler was just so full of ambition back then that they just built this with everything that they had lying around. As our friend pointed out, I'm sorry, I'm balking on your name.
Jeremy,
I am so sorry.
It's good, man.
The front hubs on these, I neglected to mention in the video because I never noticed. Even though this is a rear-wheel drive car, these are front-wheel drive hubs just hanging out there with a hole in the middle of them for a half shaft, or rather the drive shaft or axle shaft, depending on what you want to call them. That just isn't there. It's like, is it holding the wheel? Yeah. Is it a problem? No. By the way, these are not chrome. These are plastic covers. A previous owner went on prowlerparts.com. It was actually a magazine back then, and bought these, as well as the fender eliminator kit that goes there. As well as they wanted, and I neglected to mention this in the video, this car does have Bluetooth. They got the little dongle that goes inside that overrides your CD player. So while this does, if you look here, while it does have a Caddy CD player in the back here, manufactured by Chrysler, it does not do anything anymore. If you put it to the CD channel or mode on the head unit, that will activate the Bluetooth. And the Bluetooth is always trying to pair, so you won't have any problem making your phone pair. And also you have the old man permanent cell phone holder that's permanently down there, bolted to the seat anchor bolt. So that's just there. And honestly, it's in an okay spot because you are limited in your vision in this car. I took the sun visors off. Trust me, your baseball cap is enough. This is a low, low, low roof. I mean, look, roof to the window is that, an entire hand, that's it. And yes, chip foose was part of the design for this car. When you look at the wheels, that is very much a chip foose mid-2000s design. Although, of course, it was designed in 1996 for the 1997 model year. So what they did back in the 1950s with 30s cars, they, of course, chopped the roof. They raised the rear end. They lowered the front end. And a lot of those, like Model A's or T-buckets, which is really a catch-all term for any sort of shoebox car, a sort of a Model T or equivalent, that had open wheels to begin with, and then some of them had fenders. They took off the fenders, and that's what this is meant to replicate. Although parking this car is a complete nightmare because the car itself, because it's wedge-shaped, is always playing tricks with your mind. You think you're straight in the spot, and you never are, because you can't use your mirrors as a reference because your doors tilt in. The entire passenger cabin tilts in. And although the gauges are tilted toward you, kind of, you can't read your voltmeter from where you are. The steering wheel's in the way. Thankfully, you can read the fuel gauge, but even the speedometer gauge is kind of in the way, or your steering wheel's in the way, or the bezel's in the way. So why are all the gauges in the center of the dash on a Prowler? Well, because that's the way gauges were in Model A's, and gosh, I can't think of other equivalent cars. I'm gonna go a deep cut in here and say Franklin's, an old air-cooled car. They just, back then in the 20s and 30s, they just put gauges wherever they wanted. The dashes were wood. They just screwed them in there, and that's just good enough. That's the way they did it. So we're gonna be playing around with this car a little bit more. We're obviously gonna make more videos with this, but if you wanna support regular car reviews, please enter this giveaway. I don't know how we're going to get something like this again. And the previous owner, if you're watching this, you may be, I know you had a particular thought in mind to how much this thing's worth, and I know the purchase price. It's nowhere near that. We watched the Facebook Marketplace ad and watched that ad go down, 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 down. I know making fun of boomers is hacky at this point in 2026. But everyone I've run across who thinks these things are special and thinks they're gonna, sell it and have 50% down on the new condo in Boca or whatever, no, that ain't happening. Rare does not mean expensive. Rare does not mean valuable, it just means rare. Yes, these are rare, but are they worth a lot? Nope. The good news is, whoever wins this, you're gonna have a wealth of knowledge. I know I made fun of the Facebook groups, and they are a little bit weird, but gosh darn it, they know everything about repairing these. They even know how to gear these things down. Even though it's a front wheel drive transmission in the rear, there's in fact a gear set that you can replace, and some people even make more aggressive rear ends, so these things can do donuts and stuff like that. This thing will peel out, but it does not have a limited slip diff. You'll one wheel peel everywhere in this. In fact, I did, get it. The back stepped out a little bit on 202 on the way here. Anyway, go to fanofthem.com/regularcars. Buy some merch and you're automatically entered to win this. And the giveaway ends early September. Click the link in the description. If you want to help regular car reviews, this is the best way. I'm so happy that we have this, and I'm so happy that someone's going to win this. Please, whoever wins this, don't put this away in a garage. Drive it. It actually is meant to be driven. This thing almost has 100,000 miles on it. That means this thing runs. Every other one that has like 40,000 miles on it, everything's breaking on them. This, everything works. Go drive it. Have fun. Thanks, guys.